Whoops, sorry. I'm here now. Hi. So I've been super busy over the last few days, just working on the game and working forward from the win screen that I made before. It's still missing some functionality, and I've had to completely redo the way I score my entire game, which has been super fun. Oh my god. I don't think you understand. But yeah, here is what it's currently looking like. I've tried to replicate that doctor's template that I was talking about before. So I'm just going to zoom in and kind of, there's the enemy, the kind of like the ID, because every medical procedure has an ID. How many there was, and the score, and then like the total based on the score. But I found out that, hey, arrays exist, which has been actually pretty good. I'm going to talk to you guys about arrays today after I turn down the volume because I can't focus with music this loud. Oh my god. Alright, hopefully it shouldn't have changed that much for you guys. Anyway, so just to kind of go over, you see like all of these. So all of these did not exist before. So, now they exist, which is cool, I guess. And that's how I'm kind of showing off these, because each of these is an individual value to count up the enemies that you destroyed. There's still a slight problem in the way that it's been calculated, but, that's a bug, and I'd rather, set everything up to work. And so because of this, I've had to take everything out of the enemy parent, so the scores used to be kept in roughly this area. I'm not going to undo all of my work to show you guys. I'll just show you what I've had to do for each of the individual enemies. So I'm just going to open up our good old candy corn. And so I've had to add all of this, which we're actually going to modify a little bit today. So, that's fun. And going through each of the enemies and making those changes. The reason why I'm making the changes in each of the individual enemies and not in the parent that the children inherit behavior from is that every one of these will assign... I need to take a moment to breathe. Whew. Anyway, all of these will... they're assigning their points to their individual enemy type, and so from there I can make the changes to their visuals and all that. But yeah, that's why I had to take it out and move it, and add the individual score values here based on the difficulty of the game, of which there's only normal, medium, and hard mode, and then I'll make an ultra hard mode. Hard mode plus. Yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk you guys through... Oh, right, yep. What else? Oh, yeah, and I've also got a bunch of new functions, so I'm just going to scroll down here. So, as you guys can see, there's, like, all of these new functions, which look practically identical, except for, one value changed, but that's what I'm actually going to go over. And, just over the course of this stream, as I'm talking about, different ideas I've been having, just, kind of showing you that repetitive process. Yay. Yeah. And I've been thinking, because I'm kind of wondering, what else could I offer you guys in terms of... Wait, my brain is buffering. I'll be right with you. I'm just going to close all my tabs in the meantime. Oh yeah, what more could I share with you guys? And what more value can I add as a creator to the world of game development? And so I have been, in my mind, kind of... Oh right, yep, this is important. This is important for game development stuff. I'm just going to put in... So now that I've got this, I've got the array, and now I'm going to get a reference. Oh wait, hold on. What's the difference? Okay, so the reference, whatever changes are made, will be applied to original. So I'm getting a copy for this instance. And this is for the candy corn points, which is our value of 0. So I'll just go back to the ship game mode. And we can confirm candy corn points is a 0, and so that's going to just grab that value every time rather than referencing any of these values, which we're going to be changing. Oh my god. Alright, that's okay. The array... Oh, right. The reason. The reason we have this array is so that I can reset the scores using this mess. And so what this does is that for every element in the array, so in this case it's a bunch of scores, integers, it gets the array and resets it to the 0. So, you know, that's what we've got. And then just for my peace of mind, I have this thing which tells me that it has indeed been set to 0, but I think I'll do without that for the time being because I know what it's doing. So yeah, that's why I've needed to redo my scoring system and then make additional changes. So it's making references back to the array values so that I can reset the scores accordingly, if that makes sense. Fantastic. And I'm just going to go in and start making those, things. So that's the candy corn points. Then I'm going to go over to the candy corn score. I'm actually going to just to improve my workflow, so to say, I'm just going to grab this. Yeah, I'm just going to grab all of this and then, you know, just paste on top because that would be a lot more efficient than trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. So delete, paste. Yeah, so I was thinking of actually going through itch.io titles and showing you guys some hidden gems that you can get for free and enjoy them. Maybe, you know, pass their developers some money for their hard work. And, you know, like, it just kind of gives me a reason to play games, really. And, you know, like, it brings attention to smaller creators, and I'm always a fan of that. Yeah, but you let me go. You bleh. Yeah, blah blah. You guys let me know what you think of that because I'm pretty excited by this idea. But you know, it's just an idea at the moment. Oh wait, hold up. I think I've made a mistake. Give an array a temporary copy. Oh, okay, so I'm actually gonna have to. Wait. Yeah, okay, so the reason why I had a pause is that I forgot that I'm working in the display area of the game, so we are just using copies in this instance, not references. So that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is 4. This is 3, I think. We just did. Ah, there we go. Isn't that convenient? I can make reference to my previous work. What have we got? We have got next one, which is candy cane. And so, yeah, now it will reference the, now that it will reference the stuff in the array, which is what we're going to be changing and resetting. And that will save me the stress of wondering where I've put all my values and why they aren't changing. Yeah. Sorry, I've been like super stressed and behind on my YouTube uploads. I've had impromptu kind of, not really inspection really, so to say, but like there are a bunch of strangers that I've never met before coming into my apartment to take photos because my property was going through kind of like a transfer of ownership sales kind of deal. Like, I'm not getting kicked out or anything. That's but it was still really uncomfortable because I'm like, who are you people? Like, I know you're not bad people, but like, I don't know you. Can you imagine a bunch of strangers coming into your house and being like, hi, I'm gonna judge the quality of your house. I don't know, just made me really uncomfortable. Like, they were so polite and everything, but like, it's still my house. I like my house. But yeah, now that that's over, I can finally, you know, kind of get stuck in to game development and making cool shit. So that's amazing. So yeah, that's what's been going on. And oh yeah, my pet is really sick. That's been upsetting me. But she's healing up now. So for those who don't know what my pet situation is like, I have a female beta. She is super sassy. She's been throwing a bit of a tantrum recently. Because I've been, you know, giving her medicine and all sorts of other stuff. So Right. Maybe like a month ago, she hurt herself quite seriously trying to get some food that was not meant for her. And in the event of that, wait, candy bullet score. There we go. During her escapade, she actually tore herself open, and I say that with no exaggeration. She quite literally tore up half of her back, well, like a tenth of her back, and like half of her bottom fin, her dorsal. No, dorsal is the top one. Half of her bottom fin, and it was quite like there was blood. It was really hard to look at. So those are the hard candy points. And yeah, over the course of that, she got 2 different diseases because her immune system was destroyed from hurting herself and healing up from that. So, you know, that's been lots of fun. But she's medicated and healing and eating and being her swishy little self. So that's cute. I might make some pixel art of her when I feel like it. And you guys can enjoy seeing my little baby in pixel art form. Alright, so that's the hard candy. We're almost through this, guys. I'm so excited to get this over with, I'll be honest. Going into our hard shard points. Oh yeah, so in terms of playtesting, I have changed it just so I only need to kind of destroy 1 enemy, just because the game is 1/3 of its build speed. So yeah, it's been pretty painful to just be like, are you working or not? And I can't even play test the I can't even play test the game because it's not fun, I'll be honest. The game itself I think is fun, but like, you know what I mean? When your game is only running at 1/3 of the speed, that's not fun to play under those circumstances. Boop. Alright. I'm gonna say this is kind of like one of those times where it's like super tedious to, you know, be in game development. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the whole process, but like making minor changes in code to, you know, achieve practically the same effect is, well, no, making minor changes of code is not fun. But you know what is? Talking about games. So I actually, from my stream ages and ages ago, I ran across this kind of like a horror Japanese high school RPG kind of deal. And that's definitely one of the first games I want to make a podcast on to kind of highlight because it's amazing. And I would definitely recommend it to anyone, like literally anyone. It's really well written. The character has some depth. There's kind of like a it's a little cutesy at some parts, but I feel like that's gonna appeal to some people, especially since it's a Japanese schoolgirl. But yeah, it's just the character is so real and has an actual backstory and some gumption, pizzazz to her. Yeah, I mean, not someone I personally identify with, but I think they're an interesting character. And there are a few game design elements that I think are really well executed. And yeah, I'll make sure to add that to my list of things that are a thing. Where are we at? The pop rock score. Pop bomb points. We're almost done, guys. I'm so excited to see this work. Oh wait, no, I then have to go into each of the individual enemies and make changes with a reference, not a copy, so that those values are changed in game. But hey, like, I'm still learning. You guys are learning, I hope. I hope I'm adding some kind of value to your lives in terms of you know, things and things. Alright, that was the last one. And I'm just going to test that, so we're just gonna... I apologize for my horrible game music. Alright, so we're just gonna have 2 of these enemies come at me. Right, so that's meant to happen because it's made the changes to their values, not the array of values. I'm just going to change that back to happy. Sorry, I'm like so involved in my game development process, I'm forgetting to change my little stream face. My little stream face. Yeah, so now we're actually going to go into individual enemies like I was talking about and make the changes here. So I'm just going to pull out my little scores thing here, and from here we're going to, I'm just going to pop that back here for now because I haven't decided where I want to place it, so I'm just going to place it out of the way so that I can then make it easier to read later. In this case we are going to want to grab a reference, so referencing, so 0, and I also want to grab a reference to 1. And hopefully I could just grab one of these and grab a set. There we go. Hopefully. Oh wait, hold on. That's not what I want to do. So set by reference. Okay, that's not cool. What I can do in this case is something called set array element, and so this will actually grab the values and then make that a thing. So in this case we've got the set points, so what I'm going to do is grab this, plug that in there, and that will just make the changes to the points, and I can leave it like that because it's an increment, meaning that it's just going to add a plus plus, which is a +1, and then we grab these, so I don't need this anymore, and I'm going to grab this down here, set these here, and what else do I want to do? And then I also want to, oh lordy, this is difficult. Alright, then I also want to grab another reference, and then I'm going to add this reference 1, which is our score value, so our array score, and going to add that to the index, and we're going to grab this and set that to the item. So what it's doing, it's actually adding 50 to whatever the score is, and that way I can just delete these, and I don't need this anymore. This is fun. Alright, so this is the 0, and then I'm just going to need to copy this twice, and then I can just move this thing here. So yeah, it's a lot of minor changes to achieve essentially what is like the same goal, but to kind of explain what I'm doing is changing the array values in each of these. Just move that down a little bit, make sure all of my lines are straight. There we go, and then I can just pop this in. Wait, what? Right. Alright, so what's going on is that I'm going to need to make a reroute node just to make my code nicer, but I need to make a reference to an array every time. So I'm just going to grab that from here, pop that in there, and then from here I can just drag the target array, and that way when it gets the index value, it's not a mess like it is right now. So my inclination is to just move this over a little bit so that you kind of see what's going on there. And move this up, move this up a little bit so you can kind of get what's going on. So just to talk this through, it's grabbing the points from the array, it's adding these values to the points based on the game difficulty, and it's then setting the new points based on the value. which is being referred to again. And then from there, we got all this nonsense. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that. This is the new dealio. I think I can actually copy this entire thing and then make the changes. So I think I'm going to do that after moving everything over just a little bit so that I can have this majiggy here. And yeah, so I can actually copy this entire thing without having to replace every individual thing. I can actually, if it wasn't for the I can actually put this in the enemy parent actually, now that I think about it. I think I will, because it's got the exact same behavior. I just need to change the index. So what I think I will do is actually add this thing here, and I'm wondering if I can actually I can probably add the int there. So enemy, and then I can change that to an integer here, and let's try that actually, because this is exactly what I was trying to do before. So I'm going to move this entire nonsense backwards. Oh wait, we want a second integer. Oh, I can actually change this. So we want the enemy points and the enemy score. So enemy points, enemy score. And from here we can really oh lordy, I apologize for that. So let's go over to our little candy corn and let's grab all of this. And let's come right over to the enemy parent and slot this in here. Oh lordy, is it a mess. There we go. Like, I mean, it's pretty clean code. This is as clean as I could make it, but like that doesn't mean it's nice. It's neat. So let's pop that in there, and then we can now use the what the enemy kind of thing. So enemy points, slot that in there, enemy score, and then enemy score. So that way we can kind of make a reference to what exactly is going on. And then I'm going to what have we got? It's already switching on int there. So what I'm going to do is actually remove this and pop these in here. Wait, hold up. So I've just removed all of this, and I forgot to keep the reference to the game. So I'm just gonna pop these here. Delete this weird little niblet I've got here. Oh my god, who remembers Nibbler? I love Nibbler. He seems like he's just such a badass for something that's so cute and so comfortable in his cuteness. I just wish more people were like that. Just be you, bro. Just be you. You're good enough. Cool. So I've got this across here, and then I can connect these. I'm just gonna carry another reroute node. So what this is doing is that I'm going to have to reconnect the health comparison. So, oh lordy, okay. So what I've accidentally done is dragged the reroute node rather than the connector to it. Pop that in there, pop that in there, and pop that in there. Fantastic. Alright. And then I can continue on my way with how everything's being set up. So this way, I can just make a reference to what the thing is, rather what the enemy is, rather than you know, relying on making the individual changes when they're practically the same thing. Whoop! I forgot to add you. Let's just bring this over here. Whew! What a jumble. I swear it makes sense, guys, I swear. It's not just me. Alright, let's just straighten you out. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with what this is doing. Alright, let's try this out. I'm actually super excited because that means I don't have to do it in every single enemy. I can just enjoy the wonder that it is. Alright, pop this over, put this down. Oh no, I just realized all the enemies have like different point systems. That's alright, that's alright. I can actually add a new little thing here. With the point value, I guess. So what this is going to be is point multiplier. So that's what we multiply the points by. I mean, I was so kind of like thinking about like point Markiplier, but you know. So what we're gonna do is so this is going to be the point value that we insert, like the default points. So what I'm going to do is kind of times that by 50, times that by 100. Oh wait, hold on, forgot to make my ints and ints. Ints times ints. And last of all, we have the, So we got the 100 there. Oh god, it's in 1,000. Wouldn't that be a nice surprise? Just kind of be overpowered with your points. And then that's going to be 150. And so what I'm going to need to do now is actually destroy these. Yes, all of them. And that way we've got these points that are coming in, and then I can add them to whatever I'm doing. So I'm just actually going to undo the deleting of said things. So times 50, and then so I'm just gonna stick these in there. Here and here. Here and here. And then here and here. So yeah, that's going to add whatever the point value is. So in this case, even if it's 1 point or half a point, that's still going to, you know, take it up to times 25. So yep, cool. I think that does the job for what we're trying to do. I actually could change this to a 0.5. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, right, it needs to be a float. Alright, so I can't change the function, but what I can do is I can do int times float. It's right there. What I think I might do is, oh, alright, so this is kind of awkward because why isn't giving me, okay. So because it's being multiplied by a float, which is a more kind of complex value because it comes out at 0.5, I would have to, you know, change it back. Unless, oh lordy, come back. Baby, come back. I'm sorry. That was cringy. I apologize. It was really in my head. So we want float. So I'm gonna look through here. And I'm really inclined to believe that there is not an int plus float value. There's just a matrix, which is like the next step up. But it really doesn't look like there is an int times float. So I'm actually going to stick to that times 50, just because I know that I'll be able to change the values later. So, yep, that's there. Let's change that back to a 50. Looking at smashing. And what have we got? I think that's everything we need. Oh wait, I forgot to set the last array. So we're gonna grab another little giblet here. Does anyone know what a giblet is, by the way? It's a chicken butt. It's like the tail. It's referred to as a giblet. Just for those who needed to know. And then that's going to... I don't want to do that. And this is always going to be a 16, so let's get a reference that we can change. Yeah, I'm just going to pop that up there. And so this score is going to be 16 because that is the game score. And I'm going to copy and paste this thing because it's the exact same. Oh, funny that. Alright, I'll just stick those in there. But hey, now I don't need this little reroute node. Oh no! It's destroyed my reference. That's alright, we can just reconnect that. Oh, it's up by a little bit. There we go. Oh, that is satisfying. Who loves a straight line? I love a straight line. Alright, so we've got the index, and then we've got the values. All of which I'm actually going to move up, just because I just don't see a reason to, overlap this. So I'm going to pop that there, pop this here. And then I'm just going to repeat that process for the next next 2 difficulties. Oh boy, it's an experience. Just gonna move these up by 1. No? Okay. Move these down by 1. I don't know, I've got this weird thing with symmetry. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. There we go. So slot that in there, and slot that in there. Grab this array thing. Slot that in there, slot that in there. And then we're gonna grab the scores and have that new set thing. There we go. So we now have a reference to, what the enemy score and the enemy points and the multiplier that's going to be applied to them. So that's cool, I guess. I think it's cool. Oh wait, let's just actually connect our code so it does stuff. I love when my code does stuff, especially stuff that I wanted it to do. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm just going to move all of these. I'm going to move everything else up actually. You guys come here for the sound effects, right? Because I'm totally here for my sound effects. Alright, so... I'm just really glad I don't have to put this into every enemy, I'll be honest. So here we are. I explained it as I went, so hopefully you guys caught on. Feel free to, ask a question, leave a comment, that kind of deal. Cool. So, that does everything we needed to do, I believe. Oh wait, hold up. So I almost forgot to change this value down here, which is the game score. So I'm actually going to get this thing and pop it down here. And pop it in here and then make a reference further down. So it almost didn't make the changes that I was making. So that's the index, and then that's the index. So here we are. So what I almost didn't do is make a reference to the initial value, because otherwise it would be going to the actual variable, which we have not made any changes to. So, cool. I'm just gonna make a reroute node out of that because that's not looking so nice. Pop this in here. Might make another one. Thinking about it. So the reason why I keep on making so many reroute nodes, just to kind of readability for later, because I don't know when I'm just gonna have to be like, oh, sorry guys, can't work on my game because uni and shit. So I'm just gonna pop this here. Yeah, that did precisely nothing to making my code neater. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. It was worth a shot, I think. Boy. Alright, here we go. So hopefully that made as much sense to you guys as it did to me. Made a lot of sense to me, if anyone was asking. And you can kind of apply this knowledge to your own situation, because that would be awesome. And tell me about it, because I love hearing about that shit. Alright, cool. Let's try this out with gonna go over to my candy corn, and so enemy point, so that is 0, that is a 1, and the default score for this is, so if we're timesing it by 50, I'm just gonna put a 1 here, and let's just test this out, because, oh, okay. Doesn't match any parameters. Oh, right, yep. So the issue that just happened there was that I forgot to go into my enemy parent and compile this. So right now it's not really sure what's going on. Oop, okay. Oh, there we go. I know what's happened. I need to connect it to this little thing. Except I'm just gonna make that nicer. There we go. And so that's gonna look a lot cleaner. So that was just the health comparison from there. Compile that. So that when I go over to my candy corn, that's going to know what that's done. So that's the enemy point, that's the enemy score, the multiplier is 1. Fantastic. So let's go in and, okay. All right, now I've got to make the changes to the rest of the enemies, and that's fine. Alright, so candy, let's just go through here. So the bullet. Alright, I can now delete all of that. Woo! Look at this. Oh, I love deleting code that I don't need. It's like clearing your home of clutter. Oof. It is so much cleaner. So, I swear everything is fine. This isn't an erotic experience for me. It's just highly satisfying. In a non-sexual way. This just got weird. And for that I apologize. So this enemy point, so the bullet is actually really hard to hit, so I have set it as a score of 500. No, I've set it as a score of 1,000. So 50 times 1,000 is 200. I'm gonna look that up quickly. Oh wait, hold on. So times 100. Yeah, times 100. So I'll be 100. Oh wait, no, 10 times 100 is 1,000. And then, you know, cool. I got it. And then this is. Wait, hold on. That's the multiplier. So that goes down there. And the candy bullet. Let's just make a quick trip to our score list. The candy bullet is, the candy points is 6 and 7. So let's just pop right over. 6 and 7. There we go. And we're just going to continue going through all of our enemies to make those changes. Bam! Gonskis. Isn't that great? Oh my god. I love it. Pop that down here. Whew. I gotta say, this feels really good. I kind of really miss streaming and talking to you guys about this. So this is, what is this? This is the candy cane, so point of 200, so I'm just gonna put that as 2. And the enemy points, let's go back to our reference list. Wow. I'm slowly getting more and more cringe over the course of this stream. So 4 and 5. I keep on like tabbing out. Bad habits. Alright, so 4, not 40, 4 and 5. Candy corn we just did. The creamy fruit. So yeah, I spent all this time making all this lovely complex code only to find out that it's worthless. It's great. It's great. Oh wait, hold on. Oh right, yeah. So the reason why this is a sub enemy, even though it's an actual enemy, is because it drops the item. Hold up. Huh. This isn't supposed to be a sub enemy. It's meant to be a normal enemy. Basically, it's supposed to drop something, so that's why it's a thing. Alright, so this is a point of 2 because it's got like 2 layers. And... Boom! And this is 2 and 3. I wish that it was like much easier to read what this is connected to rather than, you know, like it showing me what type it is. It's not very useful. Alright, so 2. Oh, cool. I could just... Oh, that's nice. I can just highlight the thing. Alright, 2 and 3. Look at that! It just makes everything so much neater. Alright, and, you know, the less code there is to fuck up, the less fuck-ups you have. Magical, isn't it? This is the enemy parent, so that's what we just made changes to. So don't need to adjust that this time. It's so much nicer working with arrays, I've got to say. Like, if you have a selection of information, just make an array. If it's repeating information, like why not? Cool. So, what's this? This is not a sub enemy. Oh wait, now I know why. Okay, so it was bad of me to destroy that just now, because it reads. It's. Why is this in every single one then? Alright, so it doesn't have this tag, it just reads it just in case. So that's 2, 3, 2. Popping back over here. Did I do that on every single one? Yep, cool. So that's the creamy fruit. It's doing what it's supposed to. Let's take this out. Do the majiggy. Move shit back. This is so repetitive. I'm having a good time, I swear. Alright, so what's going on here is that this actually breaks up into like lots of little parts. Alright, so this has a score of 1. And let's just go over. This is the hard candy. Alright, that one's pretty easy to see actually. 8 and 9. Boop and boop. Cool. Yeah, I think that's it. Like, I'm always surprised by like how easy I've made something for myself after doing all this hard work of trying to figure out and replacing all the values. And oh boy. Alright. Delete the points. Carry the thing. Move it down. Imagine having to like do all this in text. That I do not enjoy the idea of. So this one is just a 1 because, you know, the movement is pretty predictable. However, I'm pretty sure like this is in the 10s now. That's the pop rock. 12 and 13. Easy, easy as. 12, 13, and a multiplier of 1. Fantastic. Now we're going to go into the nitty-gritty of our sub-enemies. So the subcategory of enemies. So creative, I know. Bam. So this is one of those situations where the sub-enemy is actually a thing and will work. So that prevents things from dropping an item. Let's pop that in there. Move it down. And this is the last one, so I think it's 14 and... Oh, not 45. 14 and 15, because I know that 16 is the game score. And the multiplier is... In this case, 0.5. Oh no! Hold up. Hold up. I can't make this less than 1. It has to be a... Ah, okay. Okay. This is just gone to shit. Alright, so... Huh. Because earlier I had these as a 25, but, you know, obviously that's not gonna work. Because we're running into the same issues. What I can do is I could make this a 1 and then go over and increase the score of everything, or at least double it. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in and kind of double the scores of everything. Because, you know, we kind of want to make it nice and neat. The bullet, so instead of 10, that's going to be 20. Enjoy your super scoring. And that's going to be a 2. And yeah, I think that's done everything we needed to do. And this is the last one, which is going to be all identical. So... oh boy. Bam. Do I sound tired? I don't know how I sound so tired. I apologize for that. So we're going to just grab this. And because these are all the same, I think I'm just going to grab this last little bit and just, you know, delete and replace because... except maybe not the actor has tag, so just these two. This is a multiplier of 1. And let's pop back over. This is the hard shard. 10 and 11. So just breaking our double digits here. 10 and 11. Alright, let's grab these. And let's just keep opening our enemy blueprints. Yeah! That's so satisfying. Like, you guys have no idea to just be like, yep, that's no longer a problem. Alright, sub-enemy. Sub-enemy. And yeah, that's all I need to do. Just gonna reconnect the doohickeys. There we go. So yeah, what else has been going on? I have just been working on this and thinking about the podcast. What's another one? I know that one of the games that I didn't really like ended up like being like at PAX. It was like one of the Rising Stars, and I'm like, oh, kind of feel like I have bad taste now. But you know, like, I guess it was also like a very marketable game. I will admit that. It's the one where you become like ant-sized, and there are giant spiders. Yeah, totally relatable. There we go, all done. All right, this should run now. Oh my god. All right, let's pop on over. Alright, so for some reason this hard candy, I'll figure out which value it is. Is it this one? Okay, not that one. So let's have a look. Maybe it's hard candy score. No? Shouldn't be an issue. Oh, okay. So that's the blueprint that failed to compile. Ah, yes. Now I remember. I forgot to move everything up like last time. Whew. There we go. So this is not a sub-enemy. And we've got our point system popping back over again. So 8 and 9. Can't believe I forgot to do this stuff for it. Let's just go back through our... There it is. 8, 9, multiplier of 1. Oh wait, no, 2. Ah, alright. Finally. All that work just to kind of kill off one enemy. Alright, start. Alright, so... obviously I need to change the pop bomb to, you know, the right reference. So, yeah, yeah, and the subtotal to the right reference, because that's a mess. Alright, so let's go back over. But hey, like, that's some big progress from my point of view. Let's go down here. Oh, I forgot to change it, so that's 14 and 15. So these are the points. And this is the score. And then I'm just going to go down here and the subtotal, change that to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to be 16. Did I not? Alright, let's try that again. I'm gonna say I'm pretty happy. It's working out kind of okay. Alright, so it hasn't returned a total for some reason. So I'm going to go in and try to figure out what score it's not calculating. So let's go into our enemy parent. So that's the enemy score, which is the reference of 1 and adding the thing times 50. Whew. Alright, well it should be a score of 100, so it's definitely adding it to the main score, just not to the original score. So I'm gonna go into candy corn, 0 and 1. Oh. So from what I can understand, I'm just going to go through this again, is that it's picking up the points, but for some reason not adding it to the score. Okay, so yeah, it's not updating the score or the... Did I put them in the wrong way around? Because that's 200 and it shouldn't be 200, it should be Oh, I see what's going on. So this point value should be... No, it's just there. That's the only one. Alright, that's not good. Alright, so for some reason it's... Are these copies or references? Yeah, so these are references, so that's why changes should be made. But it's not. Alright. Well, I'm getting warm and tired. I'll get back to you, I'll make some progress again and get back to you and tell you why this isn't working, because, you know, sometimes shit don't work out the way you intended, as we're finding out repeatedly. Yeah, so I'll get back to you why this is working and talk you through the process, and we'll have a fun time. But at the moment, I know what's up. I just figured it out. So if you're starting with a score of 0, it's going to multiply it by 0. So I am actually going to start with a score of 1. Or at least, you know, because yeah, that's what it's happening. It's multiplying it by 0 and then. All right, cool. That's actually not so bad. I can live with that. I kind of want to start it with a yeah, I don't know, because it's 1 times 50 plus whatever, and then setting that. Wait, what's this? What's going on here? What is this? What? Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Sorry, I was just having a freak out because I got no idea why I've got like that little dot there. But like, I don't know for what reason that times 50 and then it's adding the score. So I think there's something wrong with my logic here. But I'll get you guys next time about this. And yeah, thank you for everyone who dropped by today. Sorry that I've had, I didn't adequately promote the change in time in regards to my stream, so, you know, obviously all my regulars are just not present because there wasn't enough notice, but hopefully you guys can adjust to new schedule in no time, and I will see you whenever. yeah, lots of love. Yeah, let me know what you think, because I'm always looking to improve. I just have no idea how. And yeah, much love and all that good stuff. Bye. Hi guys, thanks for watching the video. I apologize if there was a sharp cut due to connection issues during the stream. There's a recommended video over there, previous video over here, and more fun stuff in the description. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave some feedback, and feel appreciated. See you next time!